Legends, man, legends.
Yeah. Speaking of legends, yeah, like I don't know. I was watching old Atomsk gameplay, and it's just like, man, this guy's been just kind of crazy at the game for a long time.
He's been doing it for a decade.
Probably 10 years now.
Oh man.
Yep.
Wow. Speaking of his tag being I eat ass, he was just going straight in for the booty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but Pasta pulled a dot face right off the bat, and this is usually what we see for that: 2 combos, 2 grabs, 110%.
Yeah, this is kind of this is peach tax. You just kind of you just start your stock anywhere from 70 to 100.
Yeah. Okay, catching the aggressive option with his counter, Toad, the Cushy Crusader.
He's just straight up zero death him.
Oh, okay, air dodging right through. That was a dangerous air dodge, but one Atomsk wasn't ready for.
I think about that narrow ledge looked almost like a shine grab, where like you can just do that to catch like certain options.
Wow, that hitbox is huge.
Yeah.
Toad really be spraying.
I actually think like that might be just in terms of knockback and stuff, and like how it scales. It might actually be the best counter in the game.
It is really good, surprisingly good. And since it doesn't act like a reflector, like some of the other projectiles, like some other counters, you're not left as vulnerable with it.
Yeah, right now just Atomsk is just really kind of like trying to keep BlazingPasta like on the ropes, but it's just every time he's just able to finagle his way out of like these scenarios, and then like Dedede's one really great position is when he has his opponent at the ledge or like stuck on a platform, and just he hasn't been able to abuse that. Like his buffed up air hasn't really come into like I haven't seen him take a single stock of that new up air. The up tilt though, that's the second up smash.
It's incredible, and just how it's not only stronger now, but was always invulnerable. Like it's something else. Speaking of insanity, though, oh man, peach combos.
Yeah, now that is crazy in its mind.
I don't even like know how to react to some of them sometimes. Even the bread and butters are phenomenal. But Atomsk looking to go deep for an edge guard, but Pasta gets out of it.
And it's trying to set up the little man, the little Gordo, but not quite getting it. Ooh, that up B. Almost taking it.
Why didn't that kill? Peach isn't that heavy.
Yeah, the thing is that like because Gordo's so important, it ends up becoming so stale.
Oh, I was talking about the up B.
It's a strong move, and you just kill.
I was thinking the up B out of it, but that backer out of shield will easily take it. 168, and that move is incredibly strong. This is kind of what you get when you get Peach against heavy sometimes. She can combo for ages, she edge guards super well, she has great anti-airs across the board, and Dedede's slow airspeed kind of just leaves him as a sitting duck sometimes. I would like to see Atomsk play a little bit more grounded if he can. Commit to some of those some more F tilt, some more up tilt, because of how low to the ground BlazingPasta is staying.
Yeah, he definitely was getting a lot of mileage of just straight up anti-airing BlazingPasta, and like a lot of times he was getting called out because like he'd go for Gordo, but Pasta would just like teleport through the Gordo, and then you just get put in the blender. You know, you get put on like everyone's favorite YouTube channel from days gone by. Will it blend?
Dedede does blend.
Yeah.
Confirmed. That's
also,
gruesome.
Sweet Lou, to answer your question more in depth, in order to do those low floats, is there's 2 different ones. You either run claw with your pointer finger on X, and you jump, and well, I use tap jump. So you tap jump up, and then immediately press X and down to start your low float like that, or you could just bind one button to double jump.
Yeah, a lot of times a tap jump or trigger jump helps with getting these super crazy float cancels, since you have multiple ways to press jump.
Yeah.
But Peach is one of the few characters that tap jump is more optimal on.
Yeah. But Atomsk right now, actually, he might be dialed in right now. Kind of taking our advice, just playing a lot more grounded game, just letting BlazingPasta do all the aggressing, knowing that like, yeah, I have a big hammer, and I don't really have to like approach at all. And you just essentially play a lot more defensive of a game, especially with how he's using these Gordos.
Yeah, and it's more about playing the slow game with Peach because like you see how the percent's like tacked up a lot slower this time. Peach always is going to have crazy damage output, but if you can keep everything to single hits or 1-2 for both sides, you'll always keep relatively similar. And Dedede himself has his own brand of kill tools, especially at this percent. If you can land a back air right here,
yeah, as we're saying, his own brand of kill tools just coming out right when you need it. And I really like how he's also switching up how he's also approaching. He's using his Gordos like Senji might use Taichung, where like he's approaching with it and using it as like a physical wall, or like how Redacted would use Knight.
Yeah, Zelda's Knight is anything that can kind of you can move with that level of slow projectile. Helps a lot of slower characters because now they have two things going forward.
Yeah, they have like their physical hitboxes and the projectile like can kind of like help them win trades easier.
Yeah, Gordo is a trade machine. That thing is like it's
as we saw there, it's definitely been around the bend in terms of balancing. We'll say that.
It's interesting because the hammer itself, when throwing out the Gordo. Has an additional hitbox to it. It's not just an animation. So you can miss the Gordo, but still get hit by Dedede's little hammer bounce. And that is upsetting.
Yeah, and as we've seen time and time again, that like that hammer bounce actually can combo with certain like Gordo trajectories into the Gordo, and you're just taking more damage. You're just wondering how I got here. It's like now you're at the ledge fighting Dedede, and not anyways Dedede, Atomsk is Dedede, so it's no fun times to be had. The OK Corral would rather not advise on that day. Advertise, sorry.
And all of it's making BlazingPasta's like float aggressiveness so much more unsafe. And if he keeps getting put back to ledge, that only will make Dedede live that much longer.
And speaking of that bounce, he straight up just died because the side B hitbox. Imagine if Wolf Bayonet did that. That would be something else.
I wonder what percent you die at to Wolf's Bayonet.
One sec. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I just have to do stuff right after this.
No problem. All right, just reading the roll with that up smash, and he's looking to get this even right away and even take the game. FD is a counter pick Peach often goes to, so losing on FD would be rough.
Wow, the down throw up here, but great switch DI coming out from BlazingPasta.
Rolling away, still hasn't found any sort of starter. Atomsk is keeping Pasta out really thoroughly, especially with that new command with how much better Inhale is. Also pulling a Stitch. Not a Stitch,
You mean Mr. Saturn. I mean, with some of the crazy shenanigans you pull off of both, it might as well be a Stitch, but parries one of the hits and just takes the trade. Smart stuff that is knowing that, like, yeah, you know, I'm not trying to be GameStop, I'm trying to be eBay right now. I'm trying to get all my money back.
Yeah, just go right through with that up tilt, powering through the final hits of Peach down air and into game 3.
Okay, I'll be 1 minute. I just need to grab something from the table.
No problemo.
No problem. So it looks like we got a tied game here.
Yeah, really solid adjustments.
Yes. Trevor adjusting to more of a, like you guys said, landed. And stuck to the ground. Really used more of Gordo this match than the first game. So this is going to be an interesting third game. Let's see how the players are going to adapt here.
I don't think we'll go back to FD if I were at least Peach. I know FD is really good for them. They can combo you across the entire stage and back again. Yo, imagine if Peach could RAR Nair like Palutena could, so Palutena could get like one nair to the left, nair to the left, then raw nair so you can get a nair to the right and to the right.
No. No.
That would be
Please.
very, very deadly. But I wouldn't go back to FD, not against someone like Dedede who just has so much ability to control space. You want some sort of platforms, maybe back to Town and City if he lets him. I don't know where else would be good for Peach. I'm no Peach player, but.
All right.
Let's see.
So.
What we got? Battlefield.
Battlefield it is. Let's see where we're gonna be going here. Oh.
Gordo does 17, but Peach Fair does 18 fresh.
Oh my god. So this stage is smaller than the past stage. So this is gonna be way more enclosed for BlazingPasta to react to all these Gordos. It's definitely gonna benefit his ground game for sure here. Welcome back, Hunk.
Yep, I've returned, and already returning to quite a pleasant sight. Adam is keeping up the momentum he built in the last game, where he's playing a lot more horizontal and defensive game, and it's really helping him out.
Ooh man, I am scared. He's gonna get a Stitch face, and he's just gonna throw it back at him.
Oh,
yeah.
The Dedede inhale has just become so much of a blessing when it comes to landing, because it reflects projectiles. It reflects. The only thing it doesn't reflect is disjoints.
Yeah.
And Peach doesn't have as many of those. That was so sick.
You know, as Nintendo's would say, he's doing something with himself.
Okay.
I'll let you guys fill in the blank.
Okay. Down smashing, but going across the entire stage. So much of how Atomsk has been living is he's letting himself take the hit on a lot of these edge guards or ledge trapping situations, but he's taking it on the side towards the stage. So he'll always get knocked to, if he's on the right side, he'll get knocked to the left, and he'll never go towards the blast zone as if he can help it. Granted, Peach back air doesn't always make you help it, but he's been living for a while.
It's definitely like a 16-wheeler, and you just kind of get hit by the truck. All right.
Shout out to patience on ledge, because a lot of the times a lot of the options that you'll select on when you're under pressure and getting to ledge, you'll pick an option immediately, but Atomsk says no, I see your turnip, I'm just gonna wait for it to land, and not even gonna gamble.
There's also patience on the side of BlazingPasta. We're not seeing a lot of early aggressive options. You kind of he's throwing that turnip, but he's just kind of waiting there and trying to see what Atomsk is doing.
Going for the 2-frame with that down tilt. Pasta waiting out some of these buttons.
Yes. Speaking of patience, he kind of forgot that, and he was really fishing for back here. Now Adam is putting himself in quite the pickle.
Ooh, nice cancel.
Great use
there.
of the cancel.
This is getting really close. He was dashing in. He ran in head first, and just his shield right in time.
Ooh, nice fair.
Yeah. It definitely feels like BlazingPasta finally turned around this momentum, but as I say that, he gets up tilted, and now it's even last stock. Winners, actually, is this just straight up just winners quarters or qualifiers?
This is winners quarters.
Okay, straight up just moves farther in the bracket.
Gets a downer into a drag down to a turnaround down tilt.
Nice conversion there.
Yeah. Great conversion, but even greater GI coming out from Atomsk. He somehow slipped out the bottom of the combo, which is not something you see too often, if at all. Very good awareness coming out from him, especially with a character as big and easy to bully as Dedede.
I like Pasta's approach to a lot of Atomsk's more aggressive stances, where he'll try and make Dedede stuck in some sort of animation, whether it be the inhale animation by throwing a turnip down, or having him full hop and whiff a back air completely instead of fall for it. He slips right underneath the Gordo throw to land that fair. Precision and timing.
And as I said, like he was able to take that stock, and it just really felt like he was just taking back the momentum, where he was finally figuring out like, okay, he's playing it low to the ground, so should I. And it really just worked out so well for him. He was able to kind of just he had shield available to him, because that's like one of like Peach's weaknesses, is that the fact that float is such a strong option, she doesn't have easy access to her shield.